Welcome. Today we're talking with Rob Gorney. He's the Senior Vice President, Head of U.S. Cards Transformation at TD Bank. Rob, welcome, and thank you for joining us at today's Banker Digest.
Thank you, Larry. Looking forward to the conversation today.
Great. All right. Well, thank you. So, Rob, what's happening in the credit card industry that requires transformation?
The biggest thing, Larry, has been just the pandemic over the past couple years. One of the shifts has been consumers have started using online banking significantly more. That shift has really accelerated the urgency for many financial institutions, including TD, to make sure that we create better and seamless experiences across all of our digital channels. I happened to read a BCG survey recently that said almost half of Gen Z and millennials enrolled in online or mobile banking for the very first time since COVID. At TD, we already had some of our digital roadmap in place pre-pandemic, but the increased usage of digital channels underscore just the importance of that work as we continue to evolve our plans as the market shifted. While we've continued to rely heavily on our retail stores for marketing engagement with our customers, establishing that robust digital experience has become equally important focus of our team. Also, customer expectations for digital experiences have just continued to rapidly evolve. No longer is TD or banks competing just with each other. They're competing with other organizations that provide any service online. Companies like Amazon or Starbucks, or perhaps even an organization like Spotify, are setting the bar really high for experiences that customers just expect, and really influences how they think about influences how we think about our digital transformation efforts. Just having the features that the customer wants, it's no longer enough anymore. Experience have to be intuitive, they have to be easy to navigate. They also need to be convenient for our customers, which is now becoming the standard.
Great. Thank you, Rob. So you're right, the transformation is accelerated, it's pervasive, et cetera. So how does this impact TD's credit card approach?
Well, the first, Larry, is we established a delivery team filled with a lot of industry talent, really dedicated to improving the experience for our credit card customers. We've been diligent over these past 2 years, looking for not only individuals that know cards or are experts in that domain, but for individuals that have an eye for improving the customer experience and interactions, understand agile, which is incredibly important, and then have the tools to navigate through very complex problems and then deliver solutions in that environment.
Right.
Even with a high-performing team and a good vision, building that digital ecosystem is a long process for any institution. We're constantly evaluating how we add the most value to our customers and those relationships. And voice of the customer and their feedback really drives everything that we do. It's, I mean, part of the fabric of how we think about our engagement. Our North Star has really been building richer and more connected experiences through our mobile app and both browser channels. For example, a known opportunity is that we take a look at is that our deposit customers might have a very different experience than our credit card customers have. And part of what we look at is challenging our teams to think about how do we align them further when possible. A good personal example I've had recently is I just moved all of my phones over to Verizon, and there's an interesting difference between both FiOS and Verizon Mobile Wireless, and whether it was intentional or not, you can see it's not there. They are different experiences where both the sides of the company have made investments into their ecosystem in very different areas. And I think from a TD standpoint, as we continue to refine our path forward, we really strive to make connected, meaningful experiences across all of our customer base.
Right. Makes perfect sense. The customer is dealing with TD and would expect that the experiences in one area would be very similar and linked to the other area with them. So as this transformation occurs and builds out, how do you expect these changes would be enhancing your capabilities in data analytics?
A lot of our work, I mean, our transformation initiatives are really uh, trying to pull together key pieces of data that help us get a better view of the customer journey and all their preferences. An example that we've been starting to work through over these past couple of years is how do our customers on board with us, and what does that
Hmm.
experience look like? Uh, a key to engaging a customer is getting them onto our platform and integrated very early. The
Mhm.
early month on book process is a critical component and really is a moment of truth for their interaction with almost any company.
Right.
A great experience can deepen a relationship, while a poor one could potentially lose a customer. So
Hmm.
we know the value of that first 30, 60 days, really even the moment from the time a customer applies and they get approved to then starting to figure out how do we onboard them. So
Right.
before, what our experience looked like is that we had a lot of different pieces of data that we tracked very independently.
Hmm.
So when do they activate the card? When do they set up their profile? Do they add an auth user? These were all just separate touch points, and we had no connectivity between any of them. Now, what we have over these past couple of years is we now have an infrastructure and data ecosystem that allows for us to connect all of those together across the end-to-end ecosystem. And why that's valuable is that it allows for us to start looking at what are the types of messages and
Hmm.
information that we want that we can then help present to our customers. And
Right.
Larry, I'm not talking about marketing offers and trying to sell them more. It's really how do we help come up with what's the next best action for them to take.
Right.
They may not have set up alerts and prompt them, hey, we can help provide you additional insights into how you use the card. Did you have a
Hmm.
fraudulent transaction on your card? To perhaps, hey, we notice you're spending a lot of time online, and have you considered integrating your to your credit card into your mobile wallet? So a lot of it is just using that data
Hmm.
to help provide our customers better experiences
Right.
so that it deepens the relationship. Ultimately, for us, it's all about servicing our customers in the way that's most important to them.
Yep. Yep. Great. Great. Makes sense. Knitting all that data together would be great. So thank you, Rob. I really like, your thinking about the branch first, the customer experience approach, and how you're looking to create a single unified customer experience that should be very powerful for TD Bank. So thank you. Thank you for spending time today with today's Banker Digest.
Thank you so much, Larry. I really appreciate it today.
Great. Good. Well, Rob, in closing, thank you for joining today's Banker Digest. If you have additional questions for Rob, please see the link in his bio.